One, two, three. This is the test. Yes, of course, it works. Hello, my friends. I am here again to play Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror. And last time we ended in the docks. And I don't know what is the last position here. Warehouse upstairs. 35%. I think so. Yeah, I remember I had end previous game yearly because of I have something to do, and now no, last time we release Nico from this chamber or this place, and now we can solve some puzzles, I think, with this statue and this. Let's talk with Nicole about this etiquette.
Tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes. But he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes. They're like a wild animal's. Like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious?
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Inspector Moo is the person from Broken Sword 1, and he was very comish.
Well, of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the Broken Sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir.
She must be very glad.
Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through André's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough. Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poison dart?
Of course I'm sore.
So, is the small guy my enemy or not? I don't know. I don't know. Let's do something with these boxes. And let's get it out of
I
here.
didn't want to risk dropping the crate. No chance. Whatever those there wasn't enough room to move the handle. The statue looked
But
way too heavy
now
for me to move.
we are two and can cooperate.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Yes, there is. It's quite outside the Transglobal offices. I hope I can find some clues inside. I'm worried that time's running out.
It was the
What's
strip
this?
of masking tape which the big Indian had used to gag Nico.
It's a tape. The tape.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch. I don't think so. It was the
And
rope
this is
the
what?
Indian had used to tie
Rope.
Nico to a chair. Boy,
I have
what a
rope.
souvenir. It
Let's
would be
use
much
a
easier
rope.
to attach the rope to the statue first.
Of course. So it's attached. And now I can do something with rope. It's
The
short.
rope wasn't long enough to reach the pulley.
And what about this? No. And now?
The short chain stopped the cuffs. The statue looked way...
I must do something with the pulley.
The rope
But
wasn't long enough to...
I don't know. Maybe talk to Nicola. Please.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico
No.
about at that time.
I don't know what to do.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
But I have a rope. No. Think useful. I don't know. Let's look in tutorial here. Oh no, this is wrong tutorial. Here is Broken Sword 2. Marseille. I have this tape. Okay, use it to photoelectric cell. And
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
then use this crate. And then this crate. And then this crate. It's something like Sokoban. Do you know Sokoban? Now I can use this leveler and hang this statue there.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics,
What on earth are you doing?
trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
I don't really know if it helps us, but I will try. Now I can go the pallet down And move the statue.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
And now you can help me. Please.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
And we will broke his door.
Okay, push!
Push.
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Well, do I need something from this room? The door is smashed, so how do I know escape? I think this way. We'll save it. Because for all cases. Go away. Get out of here. Here is some
I thought about
cable.
hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way.
Of course.
Nico, I have a great idea.
Great idea. I don't think so. Hey, there is the dog. If you remember.
Josh, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course, if you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Andre.
Georges, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Quaramonte City.
Quaramonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
A few days later.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it's translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
So we are in new location now.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
I can do anything. Yeah. Okay, I'm in Quaramonte. What should I do first? Let's talk to Nico. No, doesn't work.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something? Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, George?
Sure, they're great. Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be. How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, George. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to part with it. Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
And we are in Central America.
Take a
This
look
city.
at this.
Mon Dieu!
Mon
Where
Dieu.
did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house. Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
Okay. Here is a goat. Let's test it. Nothing. And poster.
In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
I can go. Quaramonte mine. CQ. And can talk with band. Pearl! Do you remember Pearl?
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
It's terrible.
Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really. They're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
No. Do tell me.
He's Tezcatlipoca, god of death and blood.
Hmm. What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't?
I don't know, why do you carry this thing in your pocket, even if it is dead? George.
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Do you guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
It's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
Okay, it's enough. But here stands a woman, and her name is Pearl. And if you play Broken Sword 1, you can remember her. Where I was in Turkey or in some some land, and she was a tourist with her
Mrs.
husband
Henderson. Boy, this is some
Dwayne.
coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne
Yes,
as long as
Dwayne.
I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an
Syria,
army veteran who
not
suspected
Turkey.
he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
So this is
Is
Dwayne.
Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
And what about you, Pearl?
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres? The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the Great Design, George.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
Well,
Catch you later,
folks, we have for today. It's all. I will save it and play tomorrow, I think. See you and have a nice day, and thank you for watching. See you.